Welcome back to a new video here at Life with the Bridges. Coming up in this video, I take you through my journey of a father, of what it's been like to be blessed with experiencing 4 Father's Days with my son, both before cancer, during cancer, and after cancer, and the different experiences I've felt whilst navigating this emotional journey that we've been on. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to follow. But for now, let's start our week. As we start a new week, a word that is at the front of my mind is home. Whether it's wildlife having access to the whole world, which they call their home, or it's bricks and waters and a roof, like us, that we call our home. A home can be and mean a whole array of different things to many different walks of life. But what home should be is safe and ready to shelter you from the storms that come with life. And most importantly, everyone and everything deserves a home. We have a storm coming, and when I say storm, hailstones and a potential of a tornado coming our way. And my little poor robot lawnmower gets an absolute thrashing every time there's rain. So once again, out of some free leftover wood, I'm going to try and make a little hut for it, so it just stops the sun damage and the rain and just protects it from all the weather. So T-minus hour and a half to build this robot lawnmower garage.
I didn't catch that. Could you try again?
I don't need your help, thank you very much. So yeah, time lapse, here we go.
Is there something else I can help with?
Yeah, you could build me a robot garage. That'd be great, but I don't think you could do that, so best I do it. So, this is the equipment I have. Some leftover roof from Bridge Bar and Grill. This, if you remember, was the piece of wood that went over the light in our caravan when the roof light blew off. So that's left over. And some scrap bits of wood here that I'm going to use to make 4 legs. And it doesn't need to be pretty, it doesn't need to be glamorous, and it's not a hotel for the robot lawnmower. It's merely just to stop the rain and sun hitting it throughout the year, and hopefully will elongate the life of my robot lawnmower, because I absolutely love it. But for now, less chat and more do. Let's get some tools. First up, time to chop up some legs. Four legs sorted, 2 higher than the other, so there's a gradual fall so the rain can fall off the back. Now it's time to screw them in and then get the roof on the top, and that's it, job done. Super simple, screwing time. Now it's time to see whether it fits. Perfect. Now we are sun and storm proof. Good job done. With our lawnmower now having a roof over its head, we decided to pick some of our flowers from our ever-growing garden and bring some of the colour to the inside of our house. With Bridge HQ a little bit more bright and homely, I couldn't help but feel like my robot lawnmower's home wasn't quite up to the Bridge HQ's homely feel, so the next day I got back to work. Although he had a roof over his head, I thought it was only fair to finish off his new humble abode by adding some sides onto it, so he was nice and cosy, as, let's be honest, I would be pretty pissed off if my builder didn't put sides on my house. Once the sides were on, I added a few finishing touches to make it look more aesthetically pleasing, as I didn't want him to be embarrassed about living in his new shabby shack. I wanted him to feel proud of his new home, as at the end of the day, he has the responsibility of cutting my prized possession lawn after all, and if I upset him, then goodness knows what he would do to my lawn, so I had no choice but to tart it up to make it look like the Beverly Hills of all lawnmower shelters, and that is exactly what I did. Well, out of the best bits of all the free wood that I had, with the last few nails, it was now fit for a king, and then it was time to place the king in his new home. I think now we've got the finished product. Let's pop them into place. bloody awesome. Slightly overkill for a robot lawnmower, but I got carried away and I had so much spare free wood, I just thought I might as well try and make it look as good as I can. But that is that job done, and time to clear up and wait for Teddy to wake up. Although the storm we were expecting came and went, and the robot lawnmower survived, may I add, I think the real tornado they were talking about was called Teddy Bridge, as he woke up from his nap with a flipping rocket up his arse. It was either that, or he had ants in his pants because he would not stop moving. But if you can't beat them, join them. So I found some ants, put them in my pants, and I was away. We woke up the next morning, as today was a day of celebration, and that day is Father's Day. So today is a very, very special day for me, as it's Father's Day, and I feel so abundantly privileged to have had 3 incredible years being a father. So we are just heading up to a local pub to meet Kate's parents, because it was Kate's dad's birthday a couple of days ago and it's Father's Day, and we've decided just to put the camera down for today and just be a family all together. So, but I just wanted to send a huge message to any fathers that watch our channel. Happy Father's Day to you here from the UK, and I hope you have a very, very special day with your loved ones. And if you have children and are lucky enough to spend the day with your children, then you are 100% absolutely blessed, and never take that for granted. As we chose not to film today, I thought it was the perfect time to take a trip down memory lane of my 4 Father's Days I've been so privileged to witness. Starting off with my first. This is newborn Teddy when he was only a matter of weeks old. He was a funny looking chap back then and resembled nothing but a little old man. But an old man that was born into this world, the cheeky little cub that he still is today.
Floppy head.
The feeling of your first Father's Day with your newborn child is a feeling like no other. I couldn't believe I was actually a father, being a big child that I am myself, but it was true, and it was happening. I was experiencing feelings I'd never felt before on my very first Father's Day. Days after this video, we finally received Teddy's passport at the ripe age of 6 weeks, as we had his first travelling experience about to happen, and we were starting life as we meant to go on, to go and show him the world. We boarded his first plane and we were heading to Greece to go and celebrate my brother's wedding, and life back then seemed, well, a little bit more carefree. I say carefree as if I wouldn't strip down to my boxers for a dip in the ocean now, which I absolutely would for the record. I guess I mean I was just high on life, being crowned a new father, celebrating my brother's wedding with the whole family, and being so unbelievably proud to show off our little boy to all of our friends, as he was officially our new prized possession. In the next 12 months from this photo, let's just say a lot happened, and none of which I'd hoped or planned our life to look like. We were truly caught up in the bubble of having our new little addition to our life. Teddy had his first gym session, we took him away for some more travelling trips, and shared so many incredible memories within the first 9 months of his life. He was truly just a normal boy, and us as parents were none the wiser to the journey that we were about to go on, which was just around the corner. Then unfortunately, our son got diagnosed with cancer and life stopped, and on the arrival of my second Father's Day, Teddy had endured 2 rounds of chemotherapy, and we had been released to go home for the first time to allow his immune system to recover before we went in for his bone marrow transplant to save his life. This came with a whole load of pre-transplant monitoring and checks, and wasn't really the best Father's Day period if I'm honest, but with the situation aside, we always tried to keep spirits high before we took on the biggest battle of our life to save our boy against AML Leukaemia.
Say big, strong boy. More?
Having my second Father's Day in this period actually didn't matter to me, as if anything, it made it even more special, as I had one job to do, and that was to simply be a father. So what better present is that to me than to merely fulfill my job that I was put on this earth to do? Keep him happy, make him laugh, and be there every step of the way. And although I had my priorities locked in regards to Teddy, it was so important that before we entered the next stage of transplant, I, as Teddy's father, looked after myself as well, so I could be the best version of myself for Teddy and Katie.
I know for a fact that fitness is going to be the key to my success, to keeping that headspace strong in that hospital. So for me, it is my only option.
Then 12 months from then, Teddy beat cancer, and we enter the new chapter of our life, is the road to recovery, back home at Bridge HQ. Ever since a young age, I always knew that I wanted to have children, but the older I grew, the more it became a dream of mine to become a father. Fatherhood isn't just about falling in love with your child you've produced, it's infinitely more than that. It's about teaching them some of life's lessons and being there to guide them through life the best way you possibly can. That's spiky, it will hurt your fingers. You can touch it, but it'll hurt. See, it's spiky. Teaching them politeness and manners, which they will hopefully carry into their adulthood. Why'd you say sorry? You haven't done anything wrong. You only have to say sorry when you've done something wrong, darling. And you haven't, so you're fine. Teaching them to be happy in the present, but look forward to the future.
When we're a little bit older, we can do some cold water dips. But at the minute, you've still got your tubey in. So you have to wait till that comes out and then we go cold water dipping. More confidence than I have. Look, Willow swimming, look.
Teaching them to find something special within the small and simple things of life.
Teddy, find some treasure and Daddy'll hold it for you.
Yeah.
Where? Wow, look at that! You find any more treasure?
Teaching them to breathe deep, smile wide, and laugh unconditionally. And the way that you carry yourself has an effect on other people that surround you. And most importantly, to always be kind. To get out of your comfort zone and do things that scare you, but always to protect yourself and others that surround you, especially from low-hanging branches. Those are some of the small things from a very long list of what real fatherhood is meant to be like. I spent my third Father's Day morning with no better way than to simply be present with my boy and my dog. It's simple, really. Nothing fancy, no big presents and materialistic gifts, simply being a dad. After everything we've been through for the last few years, I've found the most simplest of things is when I'm most content. After our morning in the park, we then went and picked some strawberries as a family. Once again, I didn't need anything extravagant. All I needed was my family and time. And that is exactly what I got. 3 years, ladies and gentlemen, against all of the poor odds that we were delivered with Teddy's diagnosis, to have got to the stage of spending 3 Father's Days with my son is truly remarkable. The things we have faced, but more importantly, the things we have overcome, makes me so incredibly proud, not only as an individual, but as a father, and I will never, I repeat never, take that for granted. And ladies and gentlemen, what makes this story even better is that we are returning back to the current day, where I have reached my 4th Father's Day, and not a day, let alone a year, goes past where I will not feel gratefulness to unimaginable heights. And in reality, I don't treat Father's Day any more special to any other day, as I'm lucky enough to spend every single day with my boy, watching him grow, not missing a moment. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the biggest gift of all, and makes me the luckiest man on this earth. So to Teddy Bridge, it's a privilege to be your father, and you will forever be my hero. And coming back to the current day, we had some lunch at the pub, and Teddy even helped his Uncle Dean do some DJing to his audience, and then we headed home for some time in the garden to get absolutely everything I wanted out of today. To sit back, relax, and simply take it all in, and I truly had the best day ever. And so did Teddy's baby by the looks of things, and even Willow was curled up by my feet, giving me all the love and affection I could possibly need, which brings an end to a day which is all that I could ever ask for.
So it is a new week here, and we are starting the week off with swimming on a Monday. And last week I actually brought him swimming to the same place, and he made incredible progress. And I don't know where he got the confidence from, but he was just jumping into the pool with absolutely zero care in the world. Obviously I didn't have my camera with me, so I didn't film it. So today I've brought the GoPro along with us. I'm going to try and get some shots of him as proof and evidence, as I told my mum and Katie about his reckless jumping into the swimming pool, and nobody believed me. So best I get it on camera and hope he does the same this week. Let's go swimming. The whole place to ourselves, Teddy B. We blow your bubbles. Do starfish on your back. Good boy. Bring your feet back down. Good boy. Floating. Good starfish. Good boy.
I did it.
You did it. Whoa! You're doing so good.
Rocket to the sky.
Take off. 3, 2, 1.
With a standing dive now added to his swimming repertoire, he finally plucked up the courage to do a big bomb to finish. So we just had our lovely swim. Unfortunately I had to stop recording because we were joined in the pool with some care workers and quite a few disabled children, and just out of respect I didn't think it was right that I was filming Teddy with them in the background, so which was absolutely lovely to see them just enjoy it, but I thought it was right for us to give them their space just so they can splash around and enjoy the swimming, a bit like me and Teddy did for 20 minutes when we had the pool to ourselves. So yeah, he was quite happy to come back to the park. We may even do a little wander down to the beach and just fill our time with that way before heading home. But his progress is good, isn't he? Little carefree boy jumping in, who pretty much hit the bottom in one of his jumps that I didn't film because he jumped so high, he sunk to the bottom, came up, wiped his eyes. But there's also still a problem of getting his hair wet in the bath. He's quite happy to jump in head first into a swimming pool, but washing his hair, absolute meltdown. Doesn't make any sense. After taking his dinosaur for a quick go on the swing, which didn't end well, but his landing on the other hand was 10 out of 10 I must say, we headed to the beach. This place is so peaceful and quiet down here on a nice day, even though it looks horrendously dark and grim behind me. In front of me it's nice blue skies, and we're going to head down to the beach just to go and see what it's like.
Is there sand?
No, it's a stony beach.
What's the seaside?
Yeah, the seaside's up here.
Is it pink?
Pink?
Yeah.
No, it's blue.
There's a seaside!
It is the seaside. Wow, it's so lovely and flat.
Are we going?
We've made the fatal error of wearing
How do we
Sliders.
get down there?
on a stony beach. Sliders is hell because they get
How
underneath
do
your
we
feet.
get down there?
Let's give it a go, eh?
Wow!
Instantly regret this. I've got about 100 stones in my slider. Oh. Wow, I'm committed now. We're going to the sea. Ah. Oh. We made it.
Oh.
Right, to the sea. And is this going to end in tears because Teddy's going to fall over in the water? Probably. Is it going to stop me? Absolutely not. To the sea!
And then we might go to the pub.
The pub?
Yeah.
No, we're not going to the pub today. It's Monday.
Wow, you're not stop.
Just for the record, Teddy likes going to the pub due to it usually meaning it involves a combination of a bowl of yummy chips, some time in the play area, and a chance to run round like a lunatic, not because we're turning him into a beer guzzling monster at the age of 3, before anyone gets worried about his need for a pub visit on a Monday morning. But now he's mentioned it, it sounds quite tempting. Coming down to the tranquility of the seaside and just watching my little boy explore and follow his feet and be at one with the outside world makes me so happy, and adds on to my lasting memories of my 4th Father's Day period. What a time, what a journey, and what a dream it is to still be able to have the opportunity to experience days like this with my son. I asked myself the other day, do I still fear the chance of Teddy relapsing against his cancer? And the answer is yes, a lot. But over time, what I am managing to gain is a little bit more trust in life, as for months I was so fearful and scared of what it was going to throw at us next, whereas now I believe time has helped me not to get caught up in what it may bring in the future, but instead concentrate on what it's delivering in the present. And that in itself keeps the fear at bay and simply enjoy the now. And for that, I'm forever grateful. Which is a perfect time to end that video there. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, as it really means the world to us. A huge thank you to our Life with the British family members, and remember, live for today, as tomorrow is never promised. We'll catch you in the next one, chaps.